Right, this is where I am with my threading jig. As you know, I made this sort of boxy thing, and the spindle went through there. A nut captured in the back, and the 20mm shaft, so it could be screwed in and out, but I don't like it. It was really difficult to align it. It's crap. So I started again, and I looked into it a bit more carefully. Let me just get that camera there so I can see what I'm doing. So I've got I'm still missing some hardware to complete this. I've got to get some fixings to fix this cross slide vise to a bed, which I've got the nice piece of birch ply, and it brings me on exactly on centre, so that's good. So I turned a tube basically with two square parts to clamp onto, so I left those two squares. The spindle goes right through there. Now you can see I've got to clamp in that first thing, but I get that much thread, about 30mm. That's what I've allowed for. Might be 35. So yeah, it's a tube. This spindle goes 100mm at its fullest extent, and then there's just a threaded bolt in the other end. What I'm going to do at this end is, the wood's quite solid there, there's only a 20mm hole in there, so that spindle is really firm, you know, it doesn't move at all. The only thing that moves at the moment is that bearing, which needs a little cap on. Yeah, I'm going to, this is M12 by 1.75mm pitch in here now. Let me get it, see if I can get that a bit better. There we go. That's M12 1.75. That's my fine thread, and my coarse thread is going to be M16 2 to drive it. So what I'm going to do, so that I don't have to mess around too much, I'm going to get an M16 bolt, drill the head, tap it to M12, so that this captive nut can be changed between M16 and M12, because I'll have a M16 size nut but tapped at M12, so I can just change the nut. There'll have to be a little cap on that end to change the nut and the bolt, and yeah, it'll work. So a lot more compact than that big boxy thing as well. You know, it's that was a monstrosity in the making. So Monday I've got to get some fixings to fix this vise to this board, and some and a two M17 bolts, one for the drive. Oh, and that one that I've got to drive it with, I've got to grind the end down to M12, the first ½ inch of the bolt, the threads, grind the threads off. That's why I've picked M16, because by the time I take 2mm all the way around, it's 12. Then I can tap that for M12, so it fits in this other end of this, which is threaded for M12 inside there. So I'll be able to use the same yeah, the same thing. So that's my plan. I'll get the stuff, get it fitted tomorrow hopefully, and then I'll do hopefully a final video. Thanks for watching.